is Rock and Roll Highway. We are here at the Hard Rock Cafe right on Hollywood Boulevard for the Rock Godz Hall of Fame Awards. The red carpet is just about to start, so let's check it out. Congrats on being honored here tonight. How does that feel?
Oh, it's the best. It's what it's, you know, I've been in the industry for 40 years.
I know.
And it's finally paying off. We got so many great rocker chicks out there now that are playing guitar and singing and jamming, and it's really come full circle.
For sure. Rock music is still so celebrated, so why do you think it's so important to have nights like tonight and still hear rock music, especially now?
I think rock music is hanging on by a thread, and even Lizzie Hale said to me last night at the Loudwire Awards from Hailstorm, she said, Lita, save us. We're losing hard rock and heavy metal, and it's starting to fall off the cliff. And she said, save us. So my next album is going to be down and dirty.
Yes, well, we can't wait. Thank you so much.
I've never been honored with anything. I've been this for all my life and grew up with a lot of wonderful musicians, so this is an honor tonight.
You worked with Michael Jackson.
Yes.
How phenomenal was that?
Still is amazing. And I did the Victory Tour with them and also Michael's Bad Tour. So, you know, he's every day we still think about him.
Is there anything that you can maybe tell us that as fans we wouldn't know behind the scenes of Michael?
Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone has him as this guy who stepped in a hyperbolic chamber or everything, but the guy was so down to earth. We used to, on the Victory Tour, he took me downtown Atlanta, and we went down Skid Row, and he was giving money to homeless people to get food and stuff. And that's a side that I wish people knew about, but he was quiet about it. But that's, you know, he was a role model that way. And I miss him, you know, for that reason. So
I'm excited. And so I know all the guys in here and the girls that are here, so it's going to be a nice little family reunion tonight.
For sure. You worked with Phil Collins, which I'm sure is a highlight in your career.
Still do.
Still is?
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to head back to England. We have another 3 weeks to do over in the UK in November.
Amazing.
So yeah, I love Phil. Are you kidding?
Looking back on your career, do you have a standout moment that really will always be in your mind if you had to think of your rock career?
I've worked on about 2,600 records, so it's really hard to pick anything because I've worked in every genre there is, and each one has its own special moments. But you know, all the early stuff I did with James Taylor, all the stuff I've done with Phil and people like Billy Cobham and stuff, and Streisand, and so it's really hard to be selective. I'm just happy that I've had a career.
It's pretty amazing because of the people that are also being inducted. A lot of them are friends of mine, a lot of them I've worked with, and the ones that I haven't worked with I've admired for a very long time. So it's a great honor, and I'm blessed to be able to be here tonight.
For sure. Do you have a standout moment or a crazy story that you can share with us from your career?
You know, there have been so many. I mean, playing the US Festival, the Quiet Riot, to over 375,000 people, you know, it's hard to top that. But for me personally, playing Madison Square Garden, because I'm originally from New York, was an incredible thrill. So, like I said, I've been so incredibly lucky so many ways and so many times.
Oh.
Gary Hoey guitar pick might get you going. Here you go. It's been blessed in my the Hoey water.
Look at me, guys.
The pick of destiny.
I love it. Thank you. I'm Chanel.
Hi, Chanel. It's a
I'm
pleasure.
just taking gifts from you before I even introduce myself.
Not a problem. Anytime. Anytime.
How exciting is tonight? We're here at the Hard Rock Cafe, Hollywood Boulevard, celebrating rock, honoring everybody. How amazing is this?
It's amazing for me. You know, I started out rock and rolling in a garage, you know, when I was 16, and it's nice to just do all this hard work and have them, you know, give you some kind of an award like this. I'm really blown away, and I'm very honored to be in the company of everybody. There's been so many crazy moments. I mean, one time, like any, you know, rock star, your jeans are too tight. I split my pants on stage, which was really embarrassing, going commando. I'm wondering why all the girls were laughing at me. But that was one moment. We had another gig we played one time where we showed up, and the guy thought we were like a disco band, but we were a rock band. And he pulled his gun out and said, "You guys better play some disco." And we did. So that was a crazy moment on the road where we had to play by gunfire.
Oh, it's really important. I was inducted in 2014. It's for, of course, it's really exciting, yeah, because it's for people who've sold a couple of million records that nobody knows, yeah. So if you get on the list, it's really nice, yeah.
Yes. Can you give me one standout moment that will always be in your mind?
Well, as you're saying that, I have to think Live Aid pops right up. That was a pretty incredible event. You know, billions of people watching it at home, and several 100,000 people watching it. That was definitely a high point. Yeah.
Nights like tonight, why do you think it's so important to recognize rock and recognize people who made an impact in the rock era?
Because, well, I think it's one of the few contributions America has made to the world is blues music and rock and roll and rhythm and blues. They're uniquely American inventions, and of course they've been given back to us by the Beatles and the Stones, and it's recycled back and forth many times now. But it's a uniquely American thing. We don't have that many things that are uniquely American because it's a melting pot. Stuff is always from some other country. But rock and roll is a unique confluence of European harmony and African rhythms, and it could only have happened in America. So I think it's nice to award that. Hi, this is Elliot Easton of the Cars, and you've just been buzzed.